Welcome to Wildcat Sports Update. I'm your host Jim Boyle, and today in studio I have the captains of our women's tennis team going around the room. We've got Jaslene Ryou, we've got Cara DiGiovanni, and we've got Savannah Beatrice. We'll start with you, Jaslene. Just give us a quick introduction.
My name's Jaslene Ryou. I'm a senior on the girls tennis team. I've been playing tennis since fourth or fifth grade, I think, and it's my fourth year on the team.
I'm Cara DiGiovanni. I'm a senior on the tennis team, and I've been playing since my freshman year, so this is my fourth year.
I'm Savannah, and I'm a junior on the team, and this is my third year on the tennis team.
Okay, we're going to stick with you, Savannah. Goals beginning of the season for the team.
Mainly defending our title as league champs, but we sadly couldn't do that this year, but it's okay. We still have been playing really good.
Okay, and individual goals. You play what do you play, and what were your individual goals?
I play first singles, and I think my biggest goal this year was beating Lexington. So.
Did we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Good, congratulations.
Thank you.
Carrie, you're next. Goals that you had set for the team, but you can't take the first answer. Were there any other goals, team goals that you had? And where do you play, and how'd your season go?
Now that we haven't also won the league, probably just making it to the Final Four again and just making it even further than we did last year would be great.
And what do you play?
I'm a doubles player, and my individual goals maybe are just having a higher win-loss ratio.
Okay. And who's your doubles partner?
Sahana.
Okay. And Jaslene?
My goals for the team, I guess, are the team environment, trying to foster a friendlier environment, getting to know the freshmen and stuff.
Okay. And what do you play?
I played third singles.
Okay. And you don't have a partner then, right?
Yeah.
All right. Because you're seniors and a junior, you're captains now, I'd like to ask this question just about what do you see your role as a captain of the girls tennis team? And I know you spoke to that a little bit earlier, Jaslene, but what do you see the role, and how do you play that out? Because it's probably three different personalities. So we're going to run around the room. Jaslene first.
Because our team is so large, it's kind of hard to watch everybody on the courts. But I would say if my matches finish early, I would try to make rounds to every team, like Savannah, Cara, and then second doubles also, trying to watch everyone and cheering them on, smiling at them, giving a thumbs up, anything to make a positive environment.
Okay, Cara?
This is kind of similar, but also making sure all of them feel like they play an important role, and just keeping the energy up for every game. So even if they lose, no, it's not it's just one game, and they can kind of put it behind them, and just keeping the energy up, I guess.
Okay, and Savannah, this is your second year as the captain,
Mm-hmm.
correct? What do you see your role as, and how has that changed as you've gotten older?
I would say the same thing as Jaslene, just making sure we're all cheering each other on, because it really helps when you're playing, and especially with the younger girls on our team, just making sure they're also supporting everyone, because that really helps. And then I would just say I've learned a lot since last year, and since me and Jaslene have both been captains, I just think we both just help each other out.
Okay, so if we're going to get a new captain next year, all three of you, what one piece of advice would you give to a new captain coming in? Somebody who's new. What simple piece of advice would you give them? Sven, we'll start with you.
Probably just to really make sure that you're showing how to lead the team, and just showing everyone what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, Karen?
I think the attitude of the three of us kind of reflects on all of them, so making sure that they have a positive attitude, because then the other people will know it's still okay.
And Jaslene?
I would say something like communication maybe. So Coach Woods usually texts us about the reminders to send out to the teams, so we always have to be on top of that.
Okay, good answers that I can relay to other teams that I have that might be captains. So we're going to start with you, Jaslene. Just the current team. Can we give a rundown of the players? Do you think you could handle everybody, or should we parcel it out?
For varsity, I think I can name the 7 members.
All right, here we go. Jaslene's on. Go.
Okay, so we have Savannah, we have Allie, we have myself, and then Cara, Sahana, and then Jill and Lexi.
Okay, and Cara, I'm going to give you how are the singles laid out and how are the doubles laid out. So who are singles players and who are doubles players, and what are the partners?
So, Savannah is our first singles, and then Ali Diarco is our second, and Jaslene is our third singles. And then myself and Sahana are first doubles, and second doubles is Lexi and Jill.
Okay. And then Savannah, I'll give you a really easy one. Did anybody come into a new role this year? So, did we lose some seniors last year from the championship team, and how do they integrate to the new roles?
So last year we lost Veronica, who played doubles with Cara, and Shubangi, who played with what did she play with?
She played first doubles with Hana.
Second doubles.
Second doubles
Yeah.
With Sahana. So we really had to fill. We have new doubles teams, so now we have Cara and Sahana, and Jill and Lexi. This is both their first years on varsity. They would like sometimes switch in last year, but so they really had to help.
Okay, so team dinners and bus rides, always my favorite thing to talk about. Every team, because we're in the Middlesex League, we travel by bus or the mini bus. I'm not sure how they're taking the tennis team. What are the bus rides like? And I'm going to go right around the room. And who controls the music and what's good and bad about the music? We'll start off with Savannah.
Jill controls the music. Yeah, that's it.
What kind of music do they play, Karen? What kind of music you got?
I feel like just like a lot of like hype, like white girl music.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. And Jaslene, are you allowed to play music on the bus both to and from? If you lose, is music allowed? How's the coach handle the music?
Yeah, we play music both ways. Jill is the one who brings the speaker. She's the one who chooses the music. She brings the vibes. She like dances no matter what. Even if we lose or win, she's always dancing and always in a good mood.
Okay, so team dinners again. I'm not sure if you have them. If you do have them, Jaslene, I'm going to start with you. What are they like? What do you accomplish from them? And what was your favorite team dinner so far?
So we usually do like a combined girls and boys team dinner. My favorite one was yesterday. Savannah hosted. Lots of food. My favorite part of it. Karaoke, ping pong. Yeah.
Okay. And Cara, what do you get? What do you feel like you're getting out of the team dinner? And what's your favorite one?
I feel like it just gives us like time to like bond like outside of tennis and like talk about other things and just like make like deeper connections and stuff. And my favorite, we do a lot actually. That's hard. I feel like I like it at Vinny's house. He has a lot to do. He has like pickleball and like zip line and everything. But yeah, Savannah's was fun too last
Somebody
night.
has pickleball and zip line?
Yeah, Vinny does.
And we
Oh,
always do.
videos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought they were playing pickleball in the backyard.
Vinny does.
Okay. All right. Good. And then Savannah, to you, what's it like having the boys combined, boys and girls team dinners combined? And what after 3 years now, what have you really getting out of them?
They're a little chaotic sometimes, but it's fun because we all get to have fun together. But I would say just talking to everyone like outside of tennis, because at tennis, since it's kind of individualized, I don't really get to talk to many of like the doubles players, which me and Cara are close. But like Sahana, for example, like I never really got close with her until this year. So yeah.
Okay. And what was your favorite team dinner?
Probably Vinny's too.
What kind of food do they have?
I think Vinny had like pizza.
Okay. Any good desserts? Anybody?
Just like a lot of like cookies and stuff.
Yeah. I'd be very fat after team dinners. I guess. It's good I don't go. Let's look at this year. I know that the goal was to win the Freedom Division Championship, and we came just a little bit short. So now, with Cara saying adjust the goal to try to get the Final Four and beyond. So what's the current record? I'm going to start with you, Jaslene. What's the current record? And what, to you, was the toughest match?
I'm not sure what our
I think we're
current record
7-7.
is. 7-7.
Okay.
My toughest match, Andover or Lexington, I would say, was my toughest.
And what was your favorite match of the year?
Belmont.
Belmont.
Yeah.
Okay. Cara, favorite match of the year and toughest?
I feel like I liked starting off the season with like Stoneham because then we could just have like a win under our belt, so maybe that. But also, it's hard to like remember them all. Toughest, I feel like I'm not gonna say like Lexington or one of them, which those are always the toughest, just because like you kind of like expect what's gonna happen. But I feel like one like I feel like for me personally, like ones that are like really close and then you're like fighting like neck and neck. So like for me, like yesterday was neck and neck for me against Watertown was tough. But yeah.
Okay, so Savannah said you had a new doubles partner this year. What was that like transitioning to a new partner?
For doubles, it's really hard at first because like half the game is kind of like your mentality and your connection with your doubles partner. And so Veronica was my partner last year. She was like my best friend, and so we kind of already had a connection going in. And this year was like the first year I really got to like kind of make a connection with Sahana. So at first we were very like we didn't really talk a lot and like we didn't know how each other played, but I feel like now that we know each other better, we play better together. So.
Okay. And Savannah, first off, what's it like playing the big schools in the Freedom Division, which are good? And what's your favorite match? What's your toughest match? And who's the toughest, not toughest match, who's the toughest opponent you've played?
So I think my match yesterday, she's probably my toughest opponent in the Freedom Division. But my favorite match was probably against Andover. Yeah, I think Andover.
And what's it like playing against the bigger schools?
It's tough, but we all just try and play our best because we know they're obviously going to be tough schools to play.
And because you're the number one player on the team, do you have an individual goal as a number one player, and do you play in the tournament, or is there just a tournament for the team?
Yeah, so this year I'm playing in the individual tournament, so I'm just really looking forward to that.
Okay, and goal for that?
I don't even know. I don't know what to expect because I've never played in it before, but
Good answer. As you all know, we'll go now talk a little bit about coaching. As I introduce this question, I do coach at the high school. I coach swimming and baseball. This question isn't directed at me or any coach in particular. But what advice would the three of you, each of you, give to a high school coach? And if it was my first year coaching, what advice would you give to him, and how do you think that plays out, Jaslene?
I would say being like flexible with my needs, I guess. So if I'm like losing, a couple tips would help, but then also keeping like a positive attitude and like cheering me on. If I'm winning, I'm gonna be in a good mood. So I guess just like hyping me up still, I guess.
All right, Cara?
I feel like this is a basic answer, but like kind of keeping positive attitude and like the energy. Also, I feel like knowing your players is important, like knowing what, like, if, like, one is better under pressure or not, and, like, stuff like that, so you can kind of, like, accommodate to, like, what Jaslene said, accommodate to the needs.
Okay, Savannah?
yeah, I also agree with Kara because I'm someone who gets like really frustrated while I'm playing. So Woods knows me really well, so she knows that just to like get me out of that mood.
Okay, so you're looking for a coach who can understand what makes you tick.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, what have you learned from Coach Woods? And I hear you have a new coach. Let's do Coach Woods first, Savannah.
Okay, so she's just a very like uplifting person. And so I would just say like she's just always really positive. So I would just say like a positive mindset.
Okay, Cara, what have you learned?
I've learned from her how important it is, like Savannah said, to be like uplifting and like have a positive attitude. What I like about her too is like I never feel like afraid to come to her with anything. Like she's always very like
Welcoming.
yeah, welcoming, yeah.
Okay, and Jaslene?
Just like with what Savannah and Kara said, she's just like a positive bubble on the court.
Okay. Now, you told me prior to the show that we have a new assistant coach, which is the first year we've had an assistant coach, all three of you, correct?
Mm.
So, who is that assistant coach, and what's his role, and what are you learning or getting from him? Jaslene, why don't you go first?
Foreman, he's our new coach, assistant coach. I would say, not like the opposite of Miss Woods, but they like contrast, so it kind of makes it work. So she's like the positive person on the court, and then Foreman, he's like the one who provides us with like a lot of the tips and like what to do in this situation. So I would say they balance each other out, and it like helps me become a better player.
Cara?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he was very like I was nervous for him coming in, but like even on the first day, he was very quick to like notice things that like get tips to help me, like even in my serve, like he watched one serve and knew how to help me fix it, and like just like tips like that where I really appreciate.
Okay, and Savannah?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like he saw us one practice and he automatically just like knew how all of us played and knew how to help us. So I would say like he's really good at that.
Okay, so it was a positive addition to the program, which is good. Now, I know we don't have the eighth grade waiver this year, and you said there are 7 on varsity. How many on JV? And then what do we do to grow the program? So you'll answer the how many on JV, and then all three will answer how do we grow the program. And then the last question after that, Savannah.
I think there's 12 or 13 girls on JV, freshmen and sophomores.
Okay, so how do we take those 12 and 13 to continue the program and grow the program? As we're going to lose the 2 seniors here.
I would say just trying to get the word around, like through the middle school, and a lot of the freshmen tend to just like bring their friends when they're playing.
Okay. And Cara, we'll go to your JV squad. Are they practicing with you? Do they take up court time? And how do we integrate them in?
Yeah, so like it's technically one big team because we always do our practices together. And it's nice when we have practice at the high school because we go from the high school to the Boutwell because we change with the boys every other practice. And it's nicer when we have the high school because we have more courts so everyone like gets practice time. Wait, what was the other half of your question?
Just how are we gonna grow the program?
Oh, I think one thing I noticed is actually like helpful is over the summer there's like the youth like tennis camps and stuff, and I've always since my freshman year gone to like help like volunteer at those, and like so a lot of other like people from the team have gone, and even like doing that with the younger kids and like making them like enjoy tennis from a young age. I feel like that'll get more people in the future.
Okay, Jaslene, I'm going to change it up on you just a little bit. I'm the parent of a 4th or 5th grade tennis player, or a person who wants to play tennis. What advice would you give the parent and the student?
I would say if you have an interest in the sport, definitely pursue it. I personally, I didn't start very young. I wasn't very old either if I was in like 5th grade. But I'm grateful that I did get to start tennis and like find my teammates, I guess, because I've had a good time.
Okay, Cara, what advice would you give a 5th grader, a child coming up? What would you say to them? They came to you, Cara, Deej, I want to play tennis. What are you going to tell them?
Just to stick with it, like no matter how hard it is, like keep going to like lessons and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know.
And Savannah, you get even tougher one. I'm a parent of a 5th grader who has never picked up a tennis racket, but I want them to play tennis. For somebody who's been around tennis almost her whole life, what advice would you give? What would you tell that child?
I would just say like start with the basics, like just learn how the game works, and then maybe like find a coach somewhere.
Okay, good. All right, now comes my favorite part. We get to learn more about these 3 young ladies who are captains of our high school tennis team. So we're going to start with Jaslene. You all basically get the same types of questions, and at the end we'll do a shout out. So we'll go through all 3. Jaslene, you get the hot seat first, so everybody else gets to hear the questions. But I have a lot of confidence in you, Jaslene. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Former teammate or present teammate that you learned the most from?
I'm going to say Shibangi Tripathi. She welcomed me into the team when it was my freshman year. It was tough because Savannah wasn't here, so I played for singles, and that role itself was very hard. It was lots of pressure, and Shibangi, like, guided me into that.
Okay, other sports or activities you do at the high school?
Sport-wise, tennis is it, but clubs that I'm part of are, like, World Cultures Club, Asian Heritage, Science Club, 9/11 Memorial Club.
Okay, what is the favorite moment of your tennis career, all time?
Definitely Final Four. Like, I don't think anything could beat that because there was a trophy involved, banners involved. Like, everyone was in, like, a good mood, so I would definitely say that.
And where did you win to go to the Final Four? Were you home or away?
It was away. We played in Lexington for Final Four just because they have lots of courts. Yeah. Very nice. We had, like, a line call judge, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was definitely
official.
interesting.
All right,
yeah.
And Jaslene, why do you play tennis?
Why do I play tennis?
Why do you play tennis?
I mean, I've stuck with it just because I've had fun. I mean, I get exercise in. I get to be out in the sun. I mean, what's not to love?
Okay. And what have you learned playing tennis that you can apply to the classroom?
I would say, like, perseverance. Lots of my matches go on, like, long. They'll be, like, third sets or, like, tiebreaker points. Those can be mentally exhausting, so I kind of apply what I learned from tennis, like, to my academics, where even if, like, the subject is hard, like, I'll still try my best, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay. Do you have a favorite tennis player, somebody you watch?
I don't really watch tennis.
Okay.
I know a couple players, but
But that's okay.
yeah,
Do you have a favorite athlete?
not a big sports watcher.
Okay, that's fine. Hopefully, and then what do you like most about playing tennis? What do you like most? I see you talked about going outside, but what do you really like most? What gives you the joy?
For the Wilmington team, I guess I met a lot of my friends through the team, and I'm really grateful for that.
Okay, and what it's like playing tennis for your hometown, having Wilmington across your chest.
I mean, it feels good representing Wilmington. I mean, we're a great team. I think we work well together, like as a team together, and then individually, like for singles, Savannah, myself, and Allie, we try to like win points like hard, and because we don't kind of have a partner next to us while playing, like someone to like talk to during our matches, it gets kind of hard, but yeah.
Okay, who influenced you to play tennis, and who do you want to credit? Coaches or people you want to credit? Influences and credits.
My mom got me into tennis. I did like swimming and soccer when I was younger, but tennis is the one that I stuck with. And I would like to credit both my parents, Jeffrey and Janice, and then Miss Woods and Foreman, our new assistant coach.
So I didn't know you swam. If I knew you swam, I'd recruited you last year.
Oh.
That's fine. If you had well, you shouldn't have told me that one. If you have a walk-up song, would you have like a thing? You're coming out on the court. What music would you like to hear?
Definitely something energetic. Maybe a Pitbull song, maybe.
Okay. What are you going to miss the most?
I guess my teammates. I mean, I think that's the best part about being part of a team, meeting everyone new, staying close to everyone. But I'll be back for like everyone's senior nights. So.
Okay, so Jaslene, what are you going to do in the future? What's your future hold?
So I'm attending Bowdoin College this fall with a biology major and then a minor in psychology. And I hope to be like an occupational therapist when I grow up.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll come back to you for a shout out. Cara, you're next on the hot seat. Present or former teammate that you learned the most from?
I think I'd have to say Maria Cummings, just because my freshman year when I first came, she always was the loudest and had the most energy, and I feel like it I don't know, made me feel like that was like a big part of it. And then also my first varsity matches were with her, and the same thing, she had a lot of energy, and she kind of like kept us like uplifted throughout the points, even like if we were losing and stuff. So I liked playing with her.
Other sports or activities you do at the high school?
This year my only sport is tennis, but I have played soccer and hockey in the past. Mm-hmm. And then this year as well, I'm in NHS. I'm president of our service council. I was in Best Buddies and SAD. I think that's it.
That's a good list for me. Favorite moment of your career? Tennis.
This is like same thing as what Jaslene said, but I have to say making it to the Final Four, because I feel like that was just such a big moment for our team, since like in the past we didn't really make it that far, and I don't know, it was great like representing Wilmington that way too.
Okay, why do you play tennis?
So I joined as a freshman, and I've played so many sports like throughout my life, but like I feel like no team compared to the tennis team. So I feel like just the environment was so good, and like I made so many friends, and also a bunch of my family plays, so it was like pretty easy for me to pick it up because I had like a lot of people to play with and a lot of people supporting me. So.
And what have you learned by playing tennis that you can apply to the classroom both now and going forward?
Same thing as Jaslene again, perseverance. Like it's not all skill, it's half mentality. I think at least half mentality, especially in tennis, and you have to just be confident in yourself to get through like whatever you're going through. Also, one thing for tennis is the scoring is very different than any other sport. One thing my dad had me watch a couple times was a speech given by Federer at like a graduation, and he said how like even in tennis you could lose more than half your points and still win the match. You just have to persevere through it. So
good. And who's your favorite tennis player?
Probably Novak Djokovic or better or one of them.
Okay. And what do you like most about playing tennis?
Going back to what I said, just the environment, the teammates, like I've never been on a team like this one before, and like everyone's so supportive and like friendly too. I feel like everyone has such good sportsmanship, and yeah, I feel like it's just a great place.
And what's it like representing and playing for your town of Wilmington? What's that like?
I mean, well, there's no town like Wilmington, like such a great town to support. I feel like also, like I said earlier, like in the past we didn't have the best record for tennis, and like now that we're here, I feel like it feels great to be a part of like bringing our team further than we've gone, and so represent. Also, I feel like no team has. Wilmington just has such good sportsmanship compared to other towns around us. So
It's good to hear. And influences or people you want to credit?
definitely my parents and my brother. My brother played tennis on the boys team, and he was very helpful and always supported me too, and my parents and Miss Woods.
Okay. If you did a walk-up song, would you have one, and what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know. I feel like maybe something like Rihanna or something, like more like white girl music too.
Okay, that's okay. What are you gonna miss the most, Cara?
Definitely the team and the friends I've made. I've made some of my best friends on this team, so definitely that.
And what's the future hold for Cara DiGiovanni?
I'm going to College of the Holy Cross. I'm going like the pre-med track. I'm a major in biology, and yeah.
Well, you two girls are like way ahead of me in the academic piece. So we're gonna have to. All right, so we're gonna go on to our junior captain, Savannah Beatrice, who again I've known since she was a little girl because I coached her brother. Former teammate or present teammate you learned the most from?
I would also say Maria. She was just very welcoming, especially since me and Allie were like the only two freshmen on the team. She just really made sure that we were included in everything.
Okay, other sports or activities you do at the high school?
I'm on the track team, and I do band, and I'm in Peer Mentors Club.
Okay. Favorite moment?
Final Four.
Final Four?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that. Why do you play tennis?
My grandmother got me into it when I was really young, so I didn't really have a choice, but I'm glad she did so.
Okay. What have you learned playing tennis that you can apply to the classroom?
I would also say just like mental toughness. Like you have to just stick it out even if it gets hard.
Okay, bonus question. How has tennis benefit you in other aspects of your life, not just the schoolroom?
I've learned a lot from tennis. Definitely just like pushing through. You just have to, if you want something, like you have to push through.
Okay, favorite tennis player?
I watch Maria Sharapova a lot.
Okay. What do you like most about playing tennis? What's the number one thing about playing tennis?
I think that it's just since it's an individual sport for me, just knowing that like if I make a mistake, it's my fault. I can't blame it on anyone else. So I think.
And then what's it like to play for your hometown? What's it like to have Wilmington and go to the Final Four and all that fun stuff?
It's great. I think that, yeah, it's just great. I don't know what else.
Influences and coaches you want to credit?
My two coaches at Woburn Racket Club, and then my grandmother and Miss Woods.
Okay. Walk-up song if you would do it?
Jaslene gave me a good idea. She said Pitbull, but I would say Fireball by Pitbull. It's a good
Okay.
song.
And I'm not going to ask you what you're going to miss, but what are you going to miss about the two young ladies sitting over here?
I'm closest with them two on this team and Allie, but I'm closest with them too. And I'm just gonna miss having my friends on the team because I'm not close with everyone on the team. But yeah,
Good. All right, now we get to do the shout out. So Jaslene and Cara, you're going to look straight into that camera over there. When we get to you, Savannah, you're going to look straight into this camera here. Remember, you get to shout at anybody you want. Don't forget anybody. If you do, I really don't want to have to go back and re-record it. So just make sure you get everybody out there when you get them. So guess we're going to start with my friend Jaslene Ryou. Give a shout out.
My friends Olivia, Pravia, Caitlin, and Ella, and then both my parents.
Okay. Cara?
My parents, my brother and sister, Nick and Alexa, and Deej, Mark.
Okay. And Savannah?
my brother Carl, my two parents, and all my friends.
Perfect. So it's really great having you on. I think that one of the things that we find out when I do this show is that our high school students really represent the town, the high school themselves very well. And the three of you have been outstanding representatives of yourselves, your families, and the high school. So I really appreciate you coming on. So as we go around the room, make sure I don't screw up the names. We have Jaslene Ryou, we've got Cara DiGiovanni, and we've got Savannah Beatrice, known to me as Beat Rice. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on the show. So for Wildcat Sports Update, I'm your host, Jim Boyle, and we'll see you on down the road.